In January of 2022, I made the big leap and moved from London, England to Saskatchewan in Canada. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things that really confused me about Saskatchewan since I've moved here. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. First thing that confuses me about Saskatchewan is uncontrolled intersections. Have you ever been driving into an intersection and there's just no signs whatsoever? Well, that means you could be driving in Saskatchewan. Unless you know the rules, this can be pretty confusing. So typically in Saskatchewan, or at least where I currently live, you will give way to the right, unless there are of course yield signs or stop signs. And this is something which I was pretty confused about when I first moved here, because I was thinking, well, who do I give way to? But now I know. Now I will mention, if you're new to Saskatchewan like myself, have a look at this book here, because this really helps me a lot. And to be honest, this was like my Bible when I first moved here and when I was driving on the road. So number 2, the word Bunnyhug. Now, I'm pretty sure this is just a Saskatchewan thing, and I feel like even in provinces like Alberta and BC, people don't say this. But if you come to Saskatchewan and people are going to talk about bunny hugs, you're probably asking, what is that? And effectively, it's just another word for a big hoodie with a pocket on the front. Now, I'll be totally honest here, I actually really like the term bunny hug, but I do want to know, why bunny hug? Was it a bunny that you hug? Where did that name come from? If you're from Saskatchewan, I would love to hear your comments on if you know where that word came from, because I just have no idea. With that said, I'm all for it. Number 3. Everybody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Everybody seems to know somebody in Saskatchewan, especially if you're in a smaller town in Saskatchewan. Now, I'm not from here, but my partner is. And even if I'm talking to somebody met for the first time, they will often know either my partner's parents or a family member or my partner herself. And sometimes they say, oh, you're this person's partner. Oh, you know this person, this person. And that's something that I'm just not used to living in Buckinghamshire and London in the UK, because I feel like there's just so many more people. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing at all, and I kind of like that everyone knows each other, to be honest. I'm all for that. It's just something that confused me when I first moved here. Number 4, the drink drive culture. Now, this is something that obviously I do not do, and I would never recommend this, and I don't think this is a good thing about Saskatchewan. But one thing I've noticed is the drink drive culture seems to be much more present here, at least than what it is in the UK. Now, I think there's a few reasons for this. Firstly, I think it's because there isn't the public transport that you would have in lots of other bigger cities or even bigger provinces. And I guess for lots of people, they have no other way, or they feel like they've got no other way of getting around. So what happens is more people drink and drive. In fact, even the Premier, I feel like, has been caught drink driving, and this is something which I just find really strange, and to be honest, I don't really like it.
I was also charged with impaired driving and leaving the scene of an accident.
I guess it's also just because everything is so much more spread out than what it is in Europe, and hopefully that's something that changes, but at least in smaller Saskatchewan, that just seems to be quite present. Number 5, I can't believe how big football is here, and if anyone has been to Saskatchewan, surely you must know who the Saskatchewan Roughriders are, because they are huge. I think they actually have one of the biggest following of any team in Canada, which I think is just awesome. Now, while I find it confusing just how big this team is, I love it, and again, I'm all for it. And I haven't been to a Roughriders game yet, but I really, really want to, and I can't wait until I can. So it's confusing, but in a good way. So there we have it, 5 quick things that confuse me about Saskatchewan, and one thing I just want to say is how much I love Saskatchewan, and while these things confused me when I moved here, I don't mean this in a bad way at all, and I love it. And I feel like I'm learning new things every single day since I've moved here. So there we have it. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It really is appreciated. And if you want to see more videos about Saskatchewan, then I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. My name is Jack and I make videos about Canada and about my experiences since I've moved here. So thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye for now.